I invite him to speak to the nation. Thank
you very much. Let me also take this opportunity to wish the great people of Kenya a Merry Christmas and a very happy 2026. March, as we know, that Kenyans have nothing to celebrate. Kenyans depart their villages in anguish, in despair, lacking, not able to put a meal on the table. The economy is not performing, despite the State of Nation address by William Ruto in Parliament saying that the economy is doing much better. Kenyans know differently. As I have said many times, you don't need to tell Kenyans that there is economic growth. They know it when it is happening. During the tenure of Mwai Kibaki, Kenyans who talk of economic growth without relying on any statistics or any economic survey. You remember we had banks hawking loans. They would be having tents outside banks, inviting the people of Kenya to come and get money to do business. The economy was thriving and Kenyans knew. So as we proceed for Christmas and New Year festivities, Kenyans are in distress. Kenyans are worried about January because capitation is not available. They have to dig deeper into their pockets to pay school fees for their children. The free primary education initiated by Mwai Kibaki is no longer the case. The free secondary education brought by Uhuru Kenyatta is no longer the case. But we want to ask the people of Kenya to stay focused and not to give up. Let me take this opportunity to urge the people of Kenya and new media and our political competitors not to fall for the false narrative by William Ruto. William Ruto is trying to tell the people of Kenya that the problem of Kenya is tribalism. And the most urgent thing is to unite the country. There is no community in Kenya that has a problem with any other community. Even you people of the press who are here, you are from different communities and you have no issue with each other. Kenyans are all united against oppression, against poverty, and against all the evils that bedevil the Republic. We want to tell William Ruto, don't tell the people of Kenya that the problem is tribalism and lack of unity in the country, because you know it's a lie. That is diversionary. The problem of Kenya is theft of public resources. The problem of Kenya is wanton corruption. The problem of Kenya is misappropriation of public resources. The problem of Kenya is disregard of the rule of law. The problem of Kenya is abductions and extrajudicial killings. The problem of Kenya is wanton and open and shameless bribery in State House of Kenyan voters. Those are the problems that bedevil our country. So please, let people not be swayed and diverted to chase a false narrative about tribalism and lack of unity in the country. Those are not challenges in this country at all. The problem of this country today is the raiding of the payslip. All workers are in anguish. Their payslips have been raided. Those are the real challenges that faces the people of Kenya. So as we proceed to Christmas, let the people of Kenya focus on what ails our country, so that we can get a solution, and the solution is one town, and that is the way it is, and that is the way it shall be. So let's all stay focused, and I ask the media and commentators to focus on the real challenges that face this country, and those problems are real. And if you talk to Kenyans when you go for Christmas, they'll tell you we have a challenge of a destroyed education system, we have a challenge of a failed health system. Those are the challenges before the people of Kenya. Let William Ruto not cheat the people of Kenya that there is a problem of lack of unity in the country. All Kenyans are united against poverty, against oppression, against misappropriation of public resources, against sale of public assets. Those are the real challenges that face our country. And we want you media to help us to really anchor the real challenges that face the people of Kenya. So hata nyinyi watu ya media pia tunatakia nyinyi Christmas. You know, for those of you who will go to Nakuru and Western Kenya, mkifika pale Limuru where Ruto launched the Rironi Summit Road, there is only a signboard. There is no equipment, not even a wheelbarrow. So the real challenge of this country is lies by William Ruto. You know, he was there in a very grand ceremony. And I want to challenge you, those of you who are going to that part of the country. When you reach Limuru past Kwambera, you slow down. There is only a signboard. There is nothing. And he launched the road with a lot of fanfare. Naniwogo mtupu. You know, there is nothing going on. And elsewhere, there is nothing that is going on. Na wale mnaenda Western, mkifika huko mwambie watu ya Kakamega wasikubali gold yao iuzwe na watu wengine. You know, the whole of Western, there is a lot of gold under. Ile shimo anachimba pale, hiyo ni ya kuingia huko chini. The gold is all over the whole of Western Kenya. And that gold, if is preserved, it will wipe out poverty from Western Kenya. And we're asking the people of Western Kenya to resist the theft of their gold until we form government, so that we can negotiate with the people of Western Kenya. How does that gold benefit them? Because it's God-given. They were given by God free of charge, and it must count for something, and it must transform their lives. Asante sana, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Regiji amenikumbusha Kalonzo alienda kwa ile barabara ililonchiwa akapata hakuna kitu. Hiyo ni vile vile. Tukaambiwa kuna watu walikuja wakibeba vidole viwili wakafikiria ni two term. Tukumbe wanasema na imebaki miaka 2 tu mtu aende. Na tuko hapa na kiongozi wa DP, former Attorney General, former Speaker, ambaye nataka nimwalike aje. He's also come out of a meeting with our lawyers over Mbere. Just the way Honorable Panyako is here, we have also met our lawyers about Malava, and we are preparing a legal challenge to the atrocities committed both in Mbere and in Malava. May I invite the Honorable JB to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First, I also wish to confirm that I fully associate with the statement that has been read out. And just to confirm to Kenyans that yes, indeed, we are historically supposed to enjoy and celebrate Jamhuri Day. The unfortunate bit this year is that there is really nothing much to celebrate other than to remember the heroism of those that fought for independence. Because as has been confirmed both in our statement and from my colleagues who have spoken before me, there's really nothing to celebrate. Honesty, truth have been criminalized. I hope Kenyans don't clap or won't clap for William Ruto if he says again, if he repeats tomorrow that since he took office, he has never taken a shilling that belongs to the public. Because I'm sure even you colleagues from the media, you actually can tell somebody who has never taken a shilling out of public coffers is able to invite 10,000 teachers and give them 10,000 shillings each. Where will you say that came from? Parliament has not passed a budget authorizing him to spend that kind of money. Where will you say he gets the money to call 10,000 chiefs and assistant chiefs and bribe them with 10,000 shillings each? Yet he has not taken a shilling from the public coffers other than the salary, which we all know how much it is. So I'm just cautioning Kenyans, please don't celebrate that, because he is likely to repeat that lie. Because William Ruto is a guy of theater. He likes theatrics. High sounding phrases, making Kenya Singapore. Yeah? How do you make Kenya Singapore when corruption is the order of the day? I hope he has read actually a Lee Kuan Yew's book properly, so that he is not hallucinating about making Kenya Singapore in the next few months that are remaining in this presidency. Because for sure, we in the United Opposition are determined to rescue this country. Lazima tukomboe nchi kutoka kwa utawala mbaya, utawala ambao kile kimekita mizizi zaidi ni ufisadi. And we must celebrate some of our institutions that are still remaining faithful to the country, faithful to the provision, the requirements of the leadership and integrity provisions in our constitution, principles and values of governance as enshrined in Article 10 of our constitution, which William Ruto has completely ignored, because William Ruto considers the current 2010 constitution an inconvenience. And as you can see, by what we hear from the people that always visit State House, Mheshimiwa Rais tunakuomba hii, Mheshimiwa Rais nakuomba barabara, Mheshimiwa Rais, and Mheshimiwa Rais has completely mistaken that to mean that the country is a private business. And it's no wonder that shamelessly he will assemble high-end crowds to go and purport to be launching the Riloni Mau Summit Road, which I advised against cancelling the original contract with the French, and which cancellation has come at the cost of over 6.5 billion Kenya shillings to a taxpayer. That